Spring rolls on in Tallahassee, and the work is starting to show. The intensity is rising, the roster is shaping, and roles are being earned. From future stars on the rise to veterans fine-tuning their craft, the climb takes many forms. We're getting deeper into the journey, on the field, in the weight room, and beyond.
Go showcase your identity. Every single play, let them feel you playing Florida State football. Every play, everything you got, you don't get the play off. Be relentless. Go be explosive. Go be who you are. I'm gonna have your back. You have mine. You have each other. Whatever it takes. It's your time because you made it your time. Hey, it's time to go. Let's climb on things. 1, 2, 3.
At Florida State, legacy is more than history. It's a living tradition. During Legacy Weekend, former players, coaches, and Seminole legends return home.
As soon as Norvell came in and tow cars and all the coaches came in, it kind of changed my life. Changed it around. I was pretty bad my first 3 years. I couldn't throw a ball 5 yards. But yeah, man, these coaches are really good people.
It's my home now, and I really appreciate everybody here. And it's a really special place to be, and it changed my life as well.
I'm gonna give you everything I have. I'm not gonna push you. I can't promise you a position. I can't promise you a story. I can't promise you you're gonna make it to the NFL. I can't promise you won't get hurt. I can't promise it's gonna be easy. But I can promise you I'm gonna give you my all every day. I ended up committing in every day since. I think I can speak for everybody when I say he does that.
Inviting back, guys that are currently playing in the NFL, but also guys that have continued on throughout their career post-playing days, just to be able to share a little bit of their story. It's a great opportunity for our players. It's a great opportunity for us to honor them and all the hard work and how they represent Florida State football.
And at Florida State, we respect the new and the old. That's why these guys are back here. So Wayne Melson, the first one to come up. Wayne Melson.
Florida State means everything. It's given me so much.
Bridget Dixon.
My current job is the Chief of Staff for the Florida Lottery. I have that job because of the foundation we learned here.
So all in all, a wonderful weekend and an experience for all the players, whether it's the current players, the past players, and hopefully future players as well.
This is a special day, and for two guys that I got to experience just such an incredible journey with, because both Ryan and Alex were here every day that I've been here. Alex ironically was the very first commitment that we had as a new staff here to Florida State, and I think about the journey. I think about all the work that you guys have put in. What a wonderful example that you've been.
This is a great honor. Just looking back at my time here, just all the highs and the lows and everything in between, and to share this experience with Alex has been pretty cool. Half a decade here with him has been nothing short of a great experience.
Firstly, Fitz, congratulations, mate, on an outstanding career. It's such an honour to celebrate this day with you, and makes it all the better. Yeah, thank you guys for everything, and I love this place. This is my home, and go Noles.
It's a reminder of where we've been and the standard we continue to uphold. The Climb is presented by Tico Peoples Gas, delivering natural gas that helps you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com. Spring practice is in full swing, and every day brings progress. The Seminoles are putting in the work to build a championship foundation. Behind the scenes, it's about detail, discipline, and drive. On the field, it's fast, physical, and focused.
The passion, the edge, the determination, to go be successful, to be willing to put everything that they have out there, to go showcase all of who they are. It has to start with the work. I mean, that's something that is a minimum expectation. But what does that work look like on a daily basis?
That's the way to hold it there. All right. Take the field. Do the little things.
I want them to say we're the most physical team that they're going to see. I also want them to say, yo, that's the most aggressive team. Whether we're blitzing, whether we're running to the ball, taking the ball away.
Because in football, you're in a bubble now. You got a lot of work to do. You got things to do. It's very demanding.
Yeah, you know, guys have started to really take some ownership and some leadership. Juice Cryer, Omar Graham, those guys have done a really good job of embracing a leadership role.
You know, what are they pouring into their teammates? You know, when it's not their rep, when it's not their time on the field, are they still engaged? Do you see that competitive edge show up, you know, out of respect for each other?
Let go, y'all, boy. Let go. Let's get to work.
Show them how you have to work, how you have to prepare, all the things that a leader needs to do, whether you're a player or a coach.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Create the takeaway, get the stop, block the kick.
Great people do the same thing, have the same habits every day. That's what makes them great.
So just the everyday grind, having to be consistent and always working hard every single day.
You know, the guys are working really hard, and I think we've done a good job through these first couple of months.
Oh, we got him! We got him! We got him! We got him!
I've not seen one day where they didn't show up and just completely bring it. You know, so that's what I'm excited about the most.
Feel that within our roster, and you know, it's a you know, a daily challenge to continue to get better, you know, with it. But you know, I think that's something that our guys have really embraced, you know, throughout these practice sessions.
John Papuchis, a seasoned defensive mind, continues to lead special teams while adding responsibilities as the new linebackers coach.
You know, with the linebackers, the culture, I want them to be leaders. We make a lot of the calls, we make a lot of the checks, the adjustments.
That's the right idea! Hey, but bring it!
You know, we always call them like the standard setters. The expectation is physicality, that we're gonna be the hardest playing group on the field, and to be that, we have to go be that every day.
Hey, don't chop, stay low, lower your hands.
It's a group that I really enjoy coaching because of all the different elements that go into playing the position. You know, you're involved in the blitzes, you're involved in the coverage, you're involved in the run fits. You have to set the fronts and make the checks and adjustments. It's just, you know, everything runs through the linebackers. They have to be able to do a little bit of everything.
Keep taking the grass! Keep taking the grass!
From a coaching standpoint, it's always an awesome challenge to have that responsibility of the guys who are in the middle of the defense.
All right, so we want leverage to this launch point. So I want you to run right here, Grayson. Marqueson right here. Step, step, step. Step, get your leverage. Good. That's all it is. Heels a little deeper, Marqueson a little bit deeper. There you go. Good. Step, step, step. Oh, don't back up. Grace, don't back up. You're on a cliff. Lift. All right, get off. Gotta get off. Separate off. That's it. That's it. Sam Singleton. Great job.
Yeah, I think JP's been, you know, one of those integral parts of this staff.
One more step! One more step!
To make that transition to linebackers, I think those guys really have valued him and his, you know, his experiences, you know, obviously his knowledge, and just, you know, being able to help them learn a new defense. You know, JP's done a great job, and really excited about what the future holds, you know, with him and that linebacking crew.
All right.
You want to win now.
Yeah.
Tony, I know.
Terrance Knighton brings both NFL experience and a deep understanding of the game.
Yeah, I think he's one of the rising stars in our coaching profession.
Hey, today, after stretch, I want us to beat Coach Norvell down there. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And he knows football.
Go ahead, boom, 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 boom. Get there, go make it. Come on, go!
When the opportunity came to come to Florida State, I thought there wasn't anybody else other than T. Knight.
Don't get too wide on your base, right? Don't get too wide.
Well, me and Coach White met in Nebraska.
we just became really close, and, I wanted to always be, at the pinnacle of college football.
Step, boom, explode, good. Extreme, good. Good, good, good.
Anytime you get guys who can transform players into that brotherhood, I think that's invaluable.
He just has an incredible spirit, and I'm not just talking about what they're doing there on the field, but really getting to know them off the field.
Good, rip. Good, Tay.
I saw T. Knight take a group of guys, truly turn them into a brotherhood. Off the field, they were always hanging out with each other. They held each other accountable, and I saw the impact he had on those guys.
I just like to show that I have a personality outside of football.
About 240. I ain't say average. I'm saying I have Bowden 240. Yeah, KJ.
He's special. The energy, the excitement, the way that the players respond to him, and I'm not just talking about the defensive line group. I mean our entire football team. You'll really rally around his energy and just the excitement which he brings.
Believe in what we do. Believe in yourself. Go with that. Get a break, Tay.
Few things speak to elite athleticism like excelling in two sports. Micahi Danzy and BJ Gibson are doing just that.
Anytime you're a dual sport player, it's a lot. And I think BJ's done a good job in this journey of trying to manage that balance that's necessary.
Good job, BJ!
I watched baseball and I watched their football. I watched James Winston when he played here. He played both sports and kind of just inspired me to be a two-sport athlete. It was definitely difficult balancing both sports. There's obviously a lot of work, a lot of extra work. Time management is a big thing, obviously. Keeping my body healthy, just taking it day by day.
I'm going over there after this. You like that? You like that?
I respect the hard work. This is not easy to balance the demands physically and mentally to learn how to do multiple sports. Coach Norvell and I spent a lot of time talking about just BJ and how do we manage the time, the effort, keeping him healthy, allowing him to adapt to a new offensive system in football, and also trying to help our team win a championship.
It is a lot, and we've had to be very creative, but also empathetic to the work that's going into it. That he's having to pour into it.
And I see how intense he is about the work, and he wants to be involved in baseball, and he wants to compete, and he wants to play, and he wants to play in football. And there are not many freshmen at this level that can say they have contributed on the football field, and then in the spring they've also contributed and participated in baseball, and he's done it.
Good, good. Hey, Micahi, just understand this. Roll out of it, though. Hey, you get to that point, you don't need to chop it, right?
Different circumstances that surround it, but I mean, a lot the same. And Micahi's competing at an elite level. Having that, that understanding, and when he does come out and have opportunities to practice in football, to get the work that is needed, but also being very aware of helping put himself in a position to go compete for a championship out there on the track.
And that's a huge challenge to be able to do both sports. I mean, to be able to do one sport at the Division I level is amazing, and then to be able to do two, it takes a lot of time management. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of fire to want to do both of those things.
Hit him up! Oh, Noodles, good job!
I think that he's a guy that
Way to
wants
go,
to be
Noodles!
good. He's really passionate about what he does and passionate about his craft, and I think he prepares himself, and he's very, very competitive. When he's on the track, I think it's a place where he can kind of individualize and kind of showcase who he is and his personality a little bit more. And he's aggressive, he's competitive, he wants to be good, he wants to be the best. So it's really enjoyable to watch.
I don't want someone to be known as, oh, he's a football player running track. I want to be known as he's a track athlete and a football player. And I'm making my mark in both of them. when I caught the ball down the sideline. That meant a lot to me because Coach Jack put so much into me, and catching that ball, it showed how much hard work I put into that. Running 4x4, that feeling is the end of the meet, everybody watching, and you the last event. It just gives you a feeling like a rush. Like the 400 is not something you take light, and I got 3 people that's beside me ready to run this race. It's like the best feeling. Ain't no 50% in football. It's always 100%. You got to give it your all. So everybody doesn't like the 400. You got to have a different mindset. So I feel like football gave me that mindset for that 400.
He brings a good energy. People are excited to be around him, and you know, if we had 10 of them, we'd be compete for a national championship.
Azareye'h Thomas didn't have an easy road, but with his mother's strength and his brother's example, he kept pushing forward. Every setback shaped him, and tonight, the NFL Draft honors the journey.
What's been the most fun part about, you know, this process of the journey of like from high school to college, just to getting up to the point of hearing your name called? Like, what's been like the most, what like memories come to your mind, like when you think about, you know, getting up to this point?
Really just seeing all my hard work pay off. Seeing my mom's hard work pay off, my brother's hard work pay off. Like, I feel like just throughout my journey, like high school, like me, when Wayne used to come down from college, like he literally used to like try to kill us, like, because he already knew the type of potential that we had, and he knew like we weren't gonna get to where we want to go, especially in the position we in. Like, our mama's struggling, like sleeping on the couch, like, so we know the vision that we have. We can't do what other people are doing. Like, we can't do what other guys or athletes are doing. Like, we have to go above and beyond.
Man, there was a lot of things that stood out. He did a lot of things the right way. He was humble, the right amount of humble and the right amount of confident to play DB. He was an incredible competitor that never left the field. I basically never missed any game time for 3 years, played both ways, special teams, great teammate, filled a bunch of different roles for us. Just a really, really unique person from a great family.
I mean, first of all, Miss Stephanie is absolutely terrific. I mean, to be able to raise those boys and raise, also coached the assistant Natalia in flag football as well. Just the entire family, just high integrity. And Azareye'h just encompasses all of that. Very good kid, high integrity, believes in his faith tremendously. But I think the reason why we're here today is because his competitive spirit.
Well, the sacrifices that we made, I mean, I as a mother, they say sacrifices in their speech. I don't say sacrifices, I say that I am a mother. And just like all other mothers, our job, we were put here on earth to take care of our children. And they're really not ours, they're God's. He lent them to us, and that's what we're supposed to do. So I really didn't make any sacrifices. I just did what a mother was supposed to do, and that was just raise them and teach them how to be grounded in respect.
Everybody doesn't have this moment to where they get to be in the shoes that we're in, especially having a brother. And then, like, I just love giving him advice of what he needed to know. So I'm just overwhelmed with a lot of love and everything. Azareye'h earned this moment, man, and then like it's just surreal now just to see him, you know what I'm saying, pursue his dreams, because this is what he's wanted his whole life, you know, so man, it's crazy.
Round 2 of the 2025 NFL Draft is officially open.
Seeing my mom struggle, seeing her go through things, seeing her tired, and even though I'm tired right now, mentally, just physically exhausted from everything, I gotta keep going, because back then she was tired, so who am I to stop right now? In this blessing that we've been praying, crying for, and the Lord finally has got me here, and it's up to me for what I'm gonna do with it. And so it's gonna mean everything, man, and I'm just thankful, and I'm honored, most importantly, to leave a lasting impact wherever I go.
Hello.
AZ. Yes, sir. It's Taramuji, GM of the Jets. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. You ready to be a Jet?
Yes, sir, I am.
You ready to get to work? Bring that physicality?
Yes, sir, most definitely. Let's do it.
All right, here's AG.
AZ, what's up, bro?
How's it going, Coach?
Listen, everything we saw about you, man, you in somebody's face, man. So we want you to bring that here, all right? Go up there, impress them, and choke them out. All right, that's your specialty, all right? Yeah,
yes, sir.
You know that. My man,
yes,
all right? All right, looking forward to seeing you, brother, all right?
Yes, sir.
It's an honor. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Z. You heard all that applause, right? Well, you just talked to Coach, who's one of our best corners ever. And we're looking forward to meeting you and welcome to New York.
Yes, sir. Jets.
With the 73rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Azareye'h Thomas, DB, Florida State. Represent, man, represent.
He was a little boy to this day. He always wanted to go to New York. Okay, New York, the city. Because I used to live in Brooklyn. Okay? I was never able to. But I said God's timing is going to be perfect. You understand? That's right. So what I got to say is, what? Look at God. Look at God.
For real, bro. For real. I'm really just at a loss for words. It's just crazy. It's a blessing, though. It's a blessing. Just my guys back. I already know they excited and just sparking that hope for them because you know we going from a season where we struggled. It's a lot of doubts that can enter your mind. So I'm just thankful the Lord blessed me with Coach Norvell and his family.
Well, you were upstairs doing phone calls and responding to texts. Your mom was telling everybody about how growing up you had always wanted to go to New York, but she was never able to take you. What is that?
I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy that you just said that because I didn't even think about that. Like growing up, like New York was always my dream city. It's just this moment been so surreal and it feels so like fake and like a dream. It ain't really dawned on me. Like it's crazy. Like growing up, I've always like, Mom, I want to go to New York. Mom, I want to go to New York. And it's crazy. Like we were talking about earlier. Like the Lord really like he really has humor. Like he has a sense of humor. And things come full circle, and we don't always know it, and we can't always see it when it's cloudy. But just know He is our clarity, and as soon as we get out that cloud, we're gonna see that He was working all along. And like I was little, He just put this dream, He put this vision in my heart, so I just have a liking and a yearning for New York. And I'm here now, and I'm just thankful, I'm blessed, and I'm just ready to get to work, man. She don't call it sacrifice, but I do. I do. Because she had all the right reasons to go her own way. She had all the right reasons to resort to other things, and she never did. She always taught us well, even when my dad and father wasn't there. She was always my father figure. She was always our figure. To me, man, she didn't sacrifice everything. She really didn't sacrifice her life so that we may experience it. And it's something that I'm gonna take with me forever. It's something that I'm gonna cherish with me forever. And I'm gonna continue to just relay that to others to spark that hope and encouragement in them that it is possible. So my mom is my everything, my family is my everything, and I wouldn't be here without them.
All right, AZ, one last thing for you. We asked your family members and coaches to say a few words. Here's that for you. You can just hit play when you're ready.
Azareye'h, very proud of you, man. I mean, you represent what a football player is supposed to be. But more importantly than that, you are a fine example of a young man. I wish you luck tonight. I wish you luck in your future career in the NFL. And again, I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Azareye'h, I don't know if I've ever got a chance to tell you this, but You have impacted my life almost as much as anybody that I've ever met. I was a young coach that nobody wanted to take a chance on, and man, when I got hired and I was lucky enough to be able to coach you as a sophomore, man, we didn't lose a game, and that changed the course of my life, and there's nothing that I can ever do to repay you. Thank you.
The message that I'd like to give to my son is that I always believed in my children. I always believed in their journey, and now it's time for him to believe in himself.
Try not to get emotional, bro, but I love you, bro. Man, I love you, bro. I got your back every step of the way. I'm gonna be with you. I promise you that. So, I love you, man. It's your time now. Yeah.
Boy, got me about to shed a tear over here, man. Florida State. It was a great time. Like the cliche motto is, all good things must come to an end. But I'm thankful it ended the way it did because I truly grew as a person. And don't allow that last season to affect y'all or how y'all think, and continue to just keep pushing, keep working, and know that growth is silent. And to Jets Nation, you better believe you're gonna get not only a great player, but a great person. I'm gonna make a lot of promises, but I do promise to leave a lasting impact. I'm just ready to get to work.
Meet fellow Floridians, Gene and Jim. These super snowbirds stay young by jumping right in with their spunky little crew. They love and rely on their natural gas dryer to keep up with those action-packed pool visits. Cannonball! They also love earning a valuable cashback rebate. Now you can too, by installing an energy-efficient natural gas dryer. Up to $300 cashback rebate. Love your home even more with natural gas.
Florida State's story is written in gold, with chapters paved by legends. None more influential than Coach Bobby Bowden and defensive coordinator Mickey Andrews.
The key to our one-loss record is defense. That's always the key. Mickey Andrews came in as defensive coordinator 4 years ago, and we gradually have made a climb back up where we've been nationally ranked defensively.
In 1984, Coach Bowden called me and offered me a job as defensive coordinator.
Mickey's defense led the nation in defense against.
I mean, he was a legend. You know, obviously, a lot of people who played defense wanted to play for him because of all the great defense he's had.
I came to interview, and we interviewed over in McDonald's. And I thought to myself, well, this is my kind of guy. We don't have to go eat at the biggest restaurant in town. I was an old country boy from South Alabama, so that fit off good, and to get a chance to work with Coach Bowden, who in my mind was one of, if not the greatest football coach. So I came and liked what I heard, what he was talking about.
100%, that's all you do. We got this field, you got to like national champion.
And I was very blessed to work with him for 26 years.
They didn't just build a winning program, they created a culture. One that demanded toughness, inspired belief, and left a lasting mark on generations of players.
Number one, and every one of you can do it. Number one, play as hard as you can play.
They said they wanted to be their best, and we wanted to try to help them get there.
Keep doing it, now keep doing it. We'll get us a turnover here in a minute. We're going to turn this thing around.
And just like I told one of the players one time, you know, it's my job to get you ready. And I'm not going to let you down. And I think that was an attitude that our staff took in working with our players. You know, you always go out to practice and tell the kids, all right, let's get better today. Well, what does that mean? How do you measure, you know? So we came up with a little deal where we had 20 days of spring practice. And we said that we wanted to improve 2% each day. And we held them accountable. We set the depth chart the next day based on what they did today. That's a very difficult thing, but it's reachable. And because of it, we found some success, and that led to getting players in here that were going to do what they needed to do to be successful.
Because really success is not doing different things every day. It's doing the same thing over and over again until you become a perfection at it. And Coach Andrews was a tyrant on a football field for perfection.
You got to learn how to keep folks out of the end zone. Or you're not going to decide if you score. We're going to decide it for you. You're not going to score because we're not going to let you.
If they don't score, we win. And we do want to win, right?
That's kind of what we did.
But what made those teams great? And how do their values continue to guide the program today?
I was in this building, on this floor, doing mat drills, going up and down the steps.
All we had on the practice field was a big oak tree that shaded us from the elements.
Our facilities were not good, but most of the teams were not as good either.
We would have played out of the dump. We just wanted to be Seminoles. We wanted to win national championship.
We recruited for 15 years on a picture of the indoor practice facility. I mean, literally, that's what all we had.
I remember both end zones, the north end zone, the south end zone used to be wooden stands.
And as a few years went along, we started having some success. The bleachers, wooden bleachers, gave way to really beautiful south and north end zone. Then we started adding sections on each side.
And now you look at the stadium, it's amazing. It has brought a lot to Tallahassee, Florida State University, and it's changed so much. And I thank God I've got to see it 3 decades just by coaching, seeing the change at Florida State, the betterment of Florida State University.
It's not just about remembering the past, it's about honoring it by continuing to climb.
We always did it one way, but change was needed. We needed, because you saw Florida State as a top 5, top 10 school. We still are. But the football facility, I remember Coach Bowden was talking about it back in the day, stand alone. You know, I didn't think nothing of it. But now you're seeing it's coming into fruition. I'm proud to see a school that I graduated, played football here, and graduated from and coached here for so long. I'm proud to see that, the growth.